or so.
Hold on.
What?
Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh, no?
Why? Yeah, there we go.
Here we are.
Here we are
If
again.
we ever have a completely smooth beginning to this show,
never will. It's okay.
You'll know that something has gone wrong.
Okay.
And that we've been replaced by robots that look like us, but that are more...
they will probably be automatons because...
I'm going to take off my clothes.
What?
I want to show these guys my
Oh.
low battery, 10% of battery remaining. I feel like it's more like 17%, but I got to tell you, friends, I'm not supercharged. Today it was 4:17 a.m., the time of rising. But I woke up because I had a dream about the book that I'm writing, and in the dream I had an idea about how to make the plot better.
That must be so...
It was so cool.
frustrating and gratifying. Hold on.
No, it was super great.
I'm just going to move the microphone for a second.
I woke up, and I lay there for a while, resenting the need to get up and write it down, because I knew that if I didn't write it down, I'd forget it. But I didn't have the energy to pull out my computer. I bring my computer to bed with me every night, so that I have it right there, so that if this happens, I don't have to go very far to get the place where I write down the idea. But anyway, totally had an idea that changed the ending of book 2, and it's going to make a much more interesting transition to book 3, and we'll have like a different sort of
I could do my work in my sleep. That would be very handy.
You have so many advantages to how your job works that I don't want you complaining about like the 1 or 2 that I have, okay? Friends, we had a very exciting first half hour. I don't want the rest of you to feel bad, but
a lot of work.
What does this say?
Matthew does push-ups
while listening to the Matthew Fan Club theme song.
Now, which one are we talking about, Matthew?
Why don't we let the people find out? They know the Matthew Fan Club theme song. They know all about it. They know that because it's so slow, I'm probably only going to do 1 or 2 push-ups because it's such a slow and plodding what?
I'm still not sure which one I'm supposed to play.
A new one, Robbie! Goodness gracious!
Wait, I need everybody to be able to see you.
Oh my gosh. You're making me do a plank. I don't want to do a plank. I want to do push-ups.
All right.
Gonna do them nice and slow. Oh!
Wait, how does it end? What does he say?
Theme song!
Theme song.
Matthew, M-A-T-T. You guys,
M-A-T-T-H-E-W.
yesterday, Drew Bunting, extraordinaire, and his 2 sons, E and E, created a new theme song. Apparently, Ian Whalen decided that my first theme song was not sufficient to the grandeur of this hat that I wear.
Matthew.
So, all right, let's see what's next on the agenda.
All right.
Matthew does
burpees while listening to...
If we have to listen to it again, we will.
Oh my golly. You guys ready for your burpees? Come on.
Come on, get up and burpee it up, friends.
Ready? Go.
I mean,
you really only had time to do like 2
a burpee and a half.
Yeah.
All right. Are you excited as I am? I mean, be honest. Are you as excited as I am? Please, be honest.
For your theme song?
Robbie?
I'm excited. Robbie does jackety dancins while listening to MOCTS. Okay, Matthew, see where you have to push the button? Yeah. Now, what were jackety dances?
That is your responsibility, Robbie. When you invent...
Did I invent it yesterday?
It was kind of like...
the same thing. It was like this,
yeah.
right?
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3...
No, you have to...
Oh!
I'm in Matthew's fan club.
I picked the right shirt for jackety dancins. Look, it's like a big sack.
Keep jacketing. It's that dying note with its decay. That sort of...
Yes.
That sort of punk rock signature that lets you know it's an authentic Matthew Swanson approved, trademark, registered theme song. Thank you.
I feel like the
Robbie,
truth
thank you for dignifying my
should be
theme song with
told
jackety.
about Matthew's music history.
No, we didn't tell
You
anything
guys
about
can
it.
look up Air Supply. You'll see what Matthew's really all about.
I mean, Air Supply...
He's so not hard rock, it's not even funny.
I also listened to Phantom of the Opera soundtrack, and I loved the Bob Dylan early years. James Taylor, Paul Simon, Cat Stevens, James Taylor again.
Oh, boy.
All right, here we go. What does this say?
We vaguely recall RFCTS, but find that it has been mostly erased from our memories, much like the plot points of the movie Willow.
Yeah, I mean, if you're of my generation, you remember a movie called Willow.
I loved that
And all
movie.
you remember is that at one point in the video, there's a goat that says, Willow.
Willow.
If any of you have Disney Plus, you can watch Willow.
Yes.
And your parents will probably watch it with you.
You know what? It held up. I feel like it held up. I mean, aside from the special effects, which aren't going to hold up. The storytelling I thought was good.
It held up in as much as it is still a movie with characters and a plot.
But it kept your interest. It wasn't boring.
Only because I was curious to see what I remembered from before.
Our children watched it and they didn't hate it.
All right, Willow is a movie that we've all forgotten the details of. Just like, did Robbie have a theme song at one point?
I do have a theme song,
we don't even
for
remember
goodness
that.
sakes.
It's faded into the distant memory. It's been...
Robbie is cooler. Robbie is cuter. And Robbie's just better than Matthew.
Look here.
What?
My theme song is very important because...
Important?
Yes.
Like great works of literature are important?
Like the Star Spangled Banner is important.
Oh.
It speaks an eternal truth. Oh. I don't need a second theme song.
Oh, because it's already perfect?
Mine continues to maintain that I'm better than Matthew.
If anyone wants extra credit, we assigned an assignment in the last session, and I don't feel like we fully fleshed it out.
Oh.
What I want someone to do is to do a research assignment where you either find actual research or make research up about why Robbie is better than Matthew. I want charts, I want graphs, I want bold headlines, I want bulleted lists. I want someone to really go all in and make a substantive, data-based, fact-based, truth-based assessment of Robbie's superiority. I want you to send it to us, and I promise you that we will share it on this program.
I feel like just a screenshot of this.
Yeah.
The two of us together
What
just proves the point.
What evidence do you
just better.
see?
I'm just better. That's what the song is all about. I'm just better.
I still want the report. I still want, in a court of law, something that would hold up in a court of law. And if you can't do it,
that's
friends,
tough.
If you can't do it, then
if you can't just look at the two of us and know that I'm better, then I don't know. I don't know that any amount of research.
You are pretty great. You are pretty great. I think we're all both all right. I like you.
Here's the thing.
What?
And I have maintained this from the start. Since I am the founding person of Matthew's theme fan club, Matthew's fan club, not his theme song.
My fight club.
Matthew's fan club.
Matthew Fight Club.
The fact that I'm great, but I'm a fan of yours, doesn't that make you greater?
I don't know, but
I think it does.
am the founding member of your fan
yes,
club.
Yes, define better. Thank you, Sharon.
That's part of the challenge. Don't throw that back at me, Sharon. That's your job. Come on now. All right. We are going to finally drink water.
Oh.
And friends, I'm going to drink water that has paint in it. And a little bit of ink in it.
Got a little bit of paint
I'm just saying, I'm going to be hardcore like that. Robbie dipped her paintbrush in here last time.
I would not encourage anybody to do that.
Don't do it.
These paints are surely non-toxic.
Well, I hope not. Here we go. On your marks, get set, water. On your marks, get set, water. I'm gonna think of some haiku in my head while I'm waiting for you to get. Tell me when you think you've had enough of it.
Is haiku the plural of haiku?
I don't know. It's a good question. El Puppy, is haiku a singular term and then haikus is the plural? Or is it haiku like deer or fish? Here we go. Come on. Is that evidence of betterness? You finished the water first.
I didn't. I just got it in my mouth. But I didn't actually able to swallow it. Oh, but you were still not done.
Yeah.
I won, you guys. But it was only because Matthew was distracted.
Stop. Give yourself every advantage you can.
All
Take the advantages. What's next?
We already talked about Willow, and it looks like Kylie has Disney Plus, so she can watch Willow. Show Robbie's inked drawing.
Okay, you guys, in the last half hour, and I present this for El Puppy especially, because I don't think she was with us, Robbie took this sketch. Show the sketch. This is the sketch evolution of yesterday's drawing.
Yes.
And then Robbie did all sorts of shenanigans. Here, I'm going to show them a picture of the shenanigans.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I took a picture of the shenanigans.
Well, here, in the meantime, here you can see the final inked drawing.
No, I didn't do a really good shenanigans picture.
Oops. There, that's what it looks like in the end. So I did this with pen and ink.
Yeah.
On this piece of paper.
All right, pen and ink being a quill pen, like a little. Here, let me take that so something bad doesn't happen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to take this away. So tomorrow, Robbie is going to paint this with watercolors, and then on Friday, she is going to announce the winner.
Yes.
We'll claim a print of that painting, friends.
Yes.
All right. Boy, we are zipping through the agenda today. I hope that you brought some events.
Well, we still have to read the chapter.
Here we go. Read Two's a Crowd, Chapter 11.
Yes.
Okay. I have no idea how long it is. I haven't looked. So
Here it is right here.
Do you want to read? Do you want me to read? I didn't specify. In the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ooh, we're not reading the whole thing here. You guys would mutiny. So we will go to page.
Uh-oh, now I have a tickle in my throat. You're going to have to read while I get some water.
I'm going to read. All right, friends. Chapter 11, Dear John, page 184, if you are reading at home. Oh, Kylie gave you a wow, Robbie.
Thanks, Kylie.
Yeah, all right. Oh, lots
Yes,
of excitement over
Mr.
there.
Funny Bits gave me some water to drink.
Oh, that was nice of you guys. All right. This is what happens when Robbie tries to drink fast water.
I know, I got...
Friends, if you're not a skilled motorcycle pilot,
What?
don't ride a motorcycle.
Motorcycle pilot.
yeah.
That's like a...
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Chapter 11, Dear John.
Oh, I forgot.
The next day at recess, our lines... You can go. I can do it myself.
I have my coffee substitute that I can drink. I just need a liquid. It doesn't need to be water.
Robbie doesn't like coffee, you guys.
We've established that
She
already.
doesn't like it. The next day at recess, our lines are even longer. A bunch more kids have been squiggled. Suddenly, I have more cases than I can handle, which means a big stack of letters and envelopes to carefully examine for patterns and clues. I don't want to hear it. Almost every letter has a different kind of handwriting, which means the squiggler is obviously a hardened criminal. In volume 16, John Hancockamamy,
That's one of my
a
favorite
street
titles.
musician who goes by Jenny Stars, her actual name is Gertrude Dull, sends herself 50,000 pieces of fake fan mail, using different handwriting for each, in order to convince a big-time Nashville label to sign her to a record deal. But her fingers are so cramped from writing letters that she can't play her guitar, and the album sounds terrible, and no one wants to buy it. Annabelle uncovers the ruse by scanning all the letters into a supercomputer named Mitchell. But I do not have a supercomputer, and I don't have 50,000 fans. Yet. A few of the envelopes are the regular white rectangular kind I found in Mr. Shine's closet, but there are lots of colors and shapes. Either Mr. Shine has a bunch of other kinds of envelopes hidden somewhere else, or he actually isn't the squiggler. The answers must be buried somewhere in the mountain of evidence, but try as I might, I can't figure out what to make of it. I could beat a cheetah in a foot race. I could intimidate the Empress of the Mountain Gorillas. But carefully observing and drawing conclusions is what sidekicks are for. I know someone who is very, very good at this sort of thing, but at this moment he is extremely busy sticking a fork in my heart. It occurs to me that I might be able to find someone else to handle this sort of unpleasant work. I look around for possible candidates and finally settle on the lost ball John, who is very good at math, sometimes counts blades of grass during recess, and is the owner of the second squiggler letter. Perhaps he holds the key to the entire mystery. I will talk to John at lunchtime. For now, I have another important task. I have been keeping one eye on Tammy Dublinger, who, as useful, has been playing tetherball with Tracy. About halfway through recess, Tracy says something to Tammy and heads for the doors to the school. Strangely, she walks right past the teachers and slips inside without any of them saying a word. This is my last chance to find out what Tracy is up to, and so I take a deep breath and try to look confident and walk right past the teachers too. Amazingly, incredibly, it works. Almost. Where are you going, Moxie? It's Mr. Shine. I just have to go to the bathroom. That's fine, but please ask next time first. I'm tempted to point out that Tracy didn't ask, but I don't have time for chit-chat. Absolutely, I say. I must have smog in my noggin. Mr. Shine gives me a huge smile. Ha! You must! I smile too. I just can't help myself. In spite of my suspicions and the growing heap of evidence, Mr. Shine just seems like a kind, friendly person. It's so hard not to like him. Which is why I need to follow my other suspect, to find out for sure that she, and not Mr. Shine, is the squiggler in question. When I get inside, Tracy is already way down the hall. I watch as she turns left toward the art room. Again, I am baffled by how she was able to walk past the front office without being seen and captured and bound and gagged and eaten alive by Mrs. Breath. I decide not to risk it, and instead take the long way around, darting quietly past the 6th grade classroom and music room and cafeteria until I reach the far back corner where the art room is. I peek through the door. Tracy is there, sitting at a table with her back to me. She is hunched over, her arm is moving as if she's writing something. Without warning, I sneeze so loud that my ears ring. It happens sometimes. Tracy whips her head around, and for just a fraction of a second, I see her holding a purple marker. Before she can see me seeing her, I duck my head and sprint back down the hallway and into the sunshine. "Are you okay?" asks Mr. Shine, probably wondering why I'm so out of breath. I'm in an excellent mood, I say. Because it's true. I may not have enough evidence to throw Tracy in jail. Not yet. But she certainly seemed to be squiggling. Now I just need to build an ironclad case, which is where my new partner comes in. I wait for John by the cafeteria door. "Hello, John," I say, backing him slowly toward a table in the far corner. "Don't hurt me," he says. "I'm not going to hurt you, John," I say. "I just want to chat. Milton said I wasn't supposed to talk to you." "Of course, but that was before." "Before what?" "Before I offered you a job." "A job?" "John, I like how you think. The answer is yes. Welcome to the agency. Your first assignment is telling me everything you know about Milton's case." "Milton said that stuff was top secret." "That was when you were his client, John. Now you are my partner. It is essential that you tell your partner everything related to our cases. Our case is not about your letter. It's about Emily's letter. But in order to figure out who sent Emily's letter, we need to know as much as possible about the letter sent to John Potter." "I'm John Potter." "John Potter is our client. You're my partner. The letter is the evidence. Isn't it essential that we, the detectives, examine the critical piece of evidence?" John looks like he just stepped off an especially twister roller coaster. I guess so," he says, reaching into his pocket and pulling out an envelope with no return address, no stamp, and a purple squiggle. "Dear John, I want you to know how much I appreciate you. You are the best. You are so kind and so friendly. I really like you. Always remember that you are great. Remember not to let anyone take advantage of you. The person you'd least expect." The words of John's letter make me feel ever so slightly guilty about the current situation. But not enough to lose sight of the problem at hand. I need John, and John needs my protection from the squiggler. I slide John's letter into my pocket, and when he starts to protest, I take his hand, look him in the eye, and speak in a calm and steady voice. "Have a seat." "I was about to get my lunch." "No lunch today, John." "But I'm so hungry." "There is no time for hunger. This is your big opportunity to put your name on the map." "I think I'd lose an L point if I wrote on the map." "Forget the map," I say, handing John my stack of letters. "Study these and tell me what you find. I want you to see patterns, John. I want you to see irregularities. I want to know everything you can tell me about the squiggler, how she thinks, what she wants, what type of speedboat she uses to rob tugboats in the South China Sea." "What do speedboats have to—" "I have full confidence in you, John. Now, please, begin. We don't have a moment to spare." I know John needs time to think, so I eat my sandwich slowly. I pace back and forth. I count backward from 50, and then backwards from 100, then backward from 50 in Spanish. I keep waiting for John to leap up and say, "Aha!" or "Eureka!" or "Squiggler, I renounce thee!" But instead he keeps on sighing like a weary walrus. "Time's up, John. What can you tell me about the squiggler?" John says a few ums, then a few wells, probably because he has just reached an incredibly exciting conclusion and wants to build up to it gradually. "I'm pretty sure the squiggler has a purple marker." I consider telling John that I'm pretty sure the squiggler is also a human being from planet Earth. But he looks fragile, and I am holding out hope that he might still say something useful. Thank you, John. What else? "The squiggler likes to make squiggles?" My hope is fading fast. "Excuse me, John, but have you come to any useful conclusions?" John blinks. "Do you have any theories, however flawed or implausible?" John gulps. "Do I need to feed you to the alligator, John?" Of course, there is no alligator, but John doesn't know that. He looks at me with wild eyes. "I do have a theory, that the squiggler might be Tracy Dublinger." Suddenly, John has said something extremely interesting. "Go on." "Tracy goes to Tiddlywump." By that logic, I could be the squiggler, John. By that logic, you could be the squiggler. There's something else. Yeah? Tracy has a purple marker. John gestures with his eyes to the table on the other side of the cafeteria. I look, and yes, Tracy Dublinger is, at this very moment, writing on something with a purple marker out in front of everyone. How can she be so careless? How can she be so bold? Tracy sees me staring at her and quickly covers up whatever it is she's writing with her tray. What else, John? What did you see in the data? What is her motive, John? Do you have an ironclad proof? It's more of a hunch. But suddenly I have enormous confidence in John and his hunches. Both of us came to the same conclusion independently, which has to mean something. Tracy has a proven record of wickedness. She is exactly the kind of person who would deliberately send notes that seemed nice, but were actually part of a dark scheme to get rid of Emily, who might be, and anyone else who might be her competition for the Wise Owl Award, which is given twice a year to the student with the very best grades. Tracy loves winning the Wise Owl Award as much as Santa Claus loves taking a long, luxurious nap the day after Christmas. She would stop at nothing to squash the competition. And suddenly, we have a motive. I make a mental note to figure out whether the students getting squiggled are also the ones with the very best grades. Emily does get excellent grades, and she did get a letter. I do not have the very best grades, and I have not gotten a letter. It's all starting to add up. And that's where we're going to stop for today, because there's a lot of chapter left, and you, my friends, have a lot to do today. And we have some jokes to tell. What do you want to say?
I want to point out a few things.
Do you want to show the Weary Walrus?
I did want to show the Weary Walrus. This is something that I just noticed here. Hand me the book.
Okay. What page?
This illustration, with the alligator and Moxie, was what our designer used. Hold on.
Oh, for the cover?
For the cover, yeah.
Oh, neat.
Look. If you look at the cover, there's the alligator.
Oh, and she reversed it.
And there's the Moxie going ding, ding, ding.
Isn't that interesting?
But this alligator, I think, originally was in a different place on the cover, and then got rearranged so that it would poke its little teeth over the D. So it looks like the title, like it's in front of the title, so it adds a little depth. But that was, that's how this cover was designed. The designer just took a bunch of pictures from the inside of the book and put them around
Now, did
the
she
edge.
take the first crack at this, or did you? I think maybe we sent a list of illustrations that we thought were particularly interesting, and then they used them to create a collage.
I mean, I had to put it together ultimately, but like this was.
And did you do some different versions of some of these? I think you you refined some of them.
I had to.
I think the cover for Volume 3 is my very favorite one.
It is my favorite as well. I think the blues in this are a little. It just is a little chilly. It looks like it's in an ice cave.
A little cold.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cold feeling.
Cold feeling.
Yeah.
Not. I mean, the book itself would only be cold to put in the freezer, which we're not going to do because that'd be a little weird. Let's see what's left on the agenda.
Oh, okay.
What did you have something else you wanted to say?
Well, I just wanted to
go ahead.
To look at some other pictures.
Oh yeah.
So let's see. Well, there's the walrus, which I love. I love John being a sad, confused walrus. I also think that it's kind of funny. Oh, this whole series of Moxie trying to convince John. Her little expressions throughout. She's like a little bit stubborn, and then she's like, well, and then you have to think about this, and then she lists the things on her hands. She's counting the different things, and then she gets really worked up because he's not being responsive. And then John is like, well, I'm John Potter. I love that he has a little octopus on his shirt and a sweater.
And this is a Matthew Swanson. See how his sleeve is so long that it's coming down to his fingertips?
Out.
That was totally me. There's a picture of me in the 7th grade yearbook from my school where my 2 different shirt lengths are different lengths, and
this is also such a funny moment. I think when she sneezes really loudly, and then Tracy Dublinger whips her head around, and Moxie's like, "Oh my gosh, I hope she didn't hear me."
Look how big her eyes are there.
I know, that just cracks me up. All right. I think that's all I wanted to talk
Awesome.
about.
Awesome. All right, let's see what's up next on the lineup here, friends. Where are we,
Yes.
Robbie? Drink water.
You know what? We have some people. I think Waylon maybe didn't hear the theme song.
Well, my goodness.
He
Now
was a
we've
little
played
late.
it. He was late for the second show too.
I think so. Was he at the first show? I don't know.
He came in halfway through this first show. Maybe we'll do it a little bit later, Waylon.
All right,
we're going to go through
all right.
we're going to play it again in the future. You'll
Yes.
you'll get another chance. All right. Here we go. What does that say?
Special offer for show viewers.
Oh, friends, we are going to give you an opportunity to purchase a discounted hardcover copy of Two's a Crowd.
Oh.
I didn't talk to Robbie about setting up
so
that
I
link.
have to set it up first.
Yeah, we've got to set it up first. I just wanted to let you know, it's special opportunities coming your way. You could think about, we could even do that next week. We have a whole other week of this.
I don't have to set much up. We
No?
have to come up. Let's come up with a coupon code.
Oh, okay. Think about what the coupon code should be.
Yes.
What would you guys like to enter into our store to get a discount on Two's a Crowd?
And then we'll just
Tell us how much you think the discount should be, too. Let's go for it. You guys name your terms. What is that? What does that say? Robbie
reminds you that flightless bird research is due tomorrow.
Oh, I like how Robbie got mad in the middle of reading
Yes.
that. Yeah, okay.
Because I haven't gotten very much flightless bird research.
I got a PowerPoint from Maeve.
That's true.
PowerPoint.
We got an extraordinary piece of research. However,
I'm just saying.
I didn't read it.
No, you
so I
haven't read it.
don't know if
No.
it's going to tickle my
my
prize.
I already know it's impeccable.
Bone.
I already know it's impeccable.
I know,
That's all
but
I'm saying.
sometimes
Yeah.
impeccable research doesn't win the prize, guys.
All right.
I'm just saying. This is did we show the drawing that's going to be the prize?
We
the
showed it
printed-
earlier.
Okay,
We did.
already
Yeah.
showed that.
Yeah.
All right.
It's time for jokes, and we
it's
only have
time
2
for
minutes,
jokes.
so let's do it. Where are the jokes? It should.
They're
It
here.
says,
Here we go.
All right,
Here we go.
Here we go. I'm ready.
From El Puppy.
Okay, El
who
Puppy.
starts
I'm
us
listening.
off always with
Let me hear.
some good jokes.
Here we go.
What did the banana say to the dog? This is one of those jokes.
I find you appealing.
No, this is one of those jokes that makes Robbie mad.
Don't slip on me.
It has nothing to do with a banana or a dog.
Oh, so it could be anything?
Yes.
Like, what did the walnut say to the
Yes.
peacock?
Yes.
I don't know.
Nothing. Bananas can't talk.
Ah, El Puppy.
Boo.
Ah. All right.
What time is it when the clock strikes 13?
Time to get a new clock?
Yes! How does a cucumber become a pickle?
It sits around in vinegar and salt and garlic, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
but what is that?
It brines away the time. It ferments.
This one's pretty... It's a long shot, but it's a good one.
Well, let me hear it.
It goes through a jarring experience.
Oh, I like that. I like that. I never would have gotten that.
Yes,
though.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Other jokes. Go Team Robbie. Thank you very much.
Oh. I do love that there was a natural response.
Amy Schaefer asked if we watched Phantom last weekend.
We did.
They did.
We did.
Our children did.
That's right. Robbie and I were too busy working.
We were too busy trying to get stuff done.
Yeah.
I got a little bit roped in at the beginning.
Dun 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 dun. Yeah. It was exciting.
So exciting.
I saw a little bit near the
I've
end.
never actually seen that.
I saw it on Broadway with my mom.
did?
Whose birthday is today? Happy birthday, Mom!
Happy birthday. You know what? Somebody, El Puppy, said that her mother's friend is in Phantom on Broadway.
What?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think that's what she said. I saw it scream by at a certain point.
Well, Slim
is
was
apologizing
super late.
that she's
All
late.
caps.
That's okay.
All caps
That's
apologies
okay.
count double. Yeah.
Then I think something funny happened.
Oh.
The Shanks, Thomas,
Yeah.
said hi Slim, but he had made a typo and it said hi Slime.
Oh, I like that. It's funny.
Yeah.
That's good. And then everybody was funny and laughing and okay.
There's a couple funny words, of course I can't think of any of them now, that make funny mistakes when you add one letter.
Okay.
Like, hi Tom.
Give us some
hi,
more of those.
Tom.
Or
Hi.
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah.
There's some better
Hi.
ones than that.
Think about it. Give us some of those,
All
you
right.
guys. All right.
All right.
All right.
From Maris.
Yeah.
What do you get if you cross a T-Rex and an evil witch? T-Rex and an evil witch.
A dino hag.
Of course, the answer isn't here immediately.
An evil witch. I wonder if it's a what is it?
The answer is here.
What is it?
I don't know, but I definitely run away from it.
All right.
Indeed.
All right. Anything else?
All right.
Yeah. I think we're going to let our friends go. It's
Is
time.
that it? It's time?
Oh, it's
What?
past time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good jokes. I'm doing a new book after this live stream.
Who was doing a
Says
new book?
E.
Oh my
Starting
goodness.
a new book?
You mean starting to read a new
I
book,
don't know.
write a new
I
book,
don't
illustrate a
know.
new book,
I don't know.
manifest a new book?
Yeah.
All right, I'm making a Lego Real McCoys game. What? Oh,
That's cool.
my
Send us some
gosh.
pictures. Send us some pictures.
All right.
Oh, the keyword should be Moxie and Milton.
All right. We'll think about it.
Moxie plus Milton.
We're taking all sorts of suggestions.
All right.
All right.
All
All
right.
right. Tim time. All right.
Tim time.
Friends, farewell.
We will see you tomorrow, and in between today and tomorrow,
Oh.
I'm going to write this.
Can we play my theme song for Waylon on the way out the door?
Yes.
Yeah. Write us what?
Write
I want
us
a report.
with your flightless birds facts.
Or, if you're not interested in that, write a fact-based report with diagrams about why Robbie is better than Matthew.
No, that's not what this week's theme is.
Excuse me.
I'm just saying, you're not going to win anything.
Robbie wants to... excuse me. If I'm impressed by the report, I will give them a
Oh,
prize.
are you gonna do a prize?
If I get an impressive report that proves definitively, beyond a shadow of a doubt, unassailably, fact-based, evidence-based, data-driven, Robbie's better than Matthew, I will give a prize of some sort. Absolutely. All right.
Well, M Center K is giving us lots of good Tim Time, Lynn Line for Grace Lynn, Grace Line.
All right. All right, please play
right.
the theme song for Young Waylon,
Play
and
the theme
then we will
song.
end. Get ready to headbang, friends.
M-A-T-T-H-E-W, 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 thanks all!
And that's a wrap. See you tomorrow.
Bye, guys, with
Bye.
your
Flightless
homework.
bird research.
Yes, thank you. Goodbye.
Don't disappoint, Robbie.
No.
I do it every day. It's
No.
not a